My name is Aleksandar Popovic. I have been teaching at Ivana since 2020, so for about 5 years now, and I've been studying with her for over 15 years. This technique is, because we talk about so much personal stuff with our lives, there has to be a fair bit of trust. I don't open up and share my personal life with people I don't trust, and I found that that exercise just allowed all of us to become human together. We're talking about movies, we all love movies, so everybody likes talking about movies, and then a really fun, silly question of what you last purchased allowed us all to kind of lower our guard and feel more comfortable around each other. So it was just a fun little way of us getting to know each other. It's not that serious, we're just talking about acting, so let's have fun together, right? So I thought it was a great way to break the ice. What separates Ivana's technique from the other techniques, through the use of personalization, not through imagination, but by using personal life experiences and personal traumas, we're taking those traumas and we're turning them into fuel in order to accomplish an objective.
You bring that to the risotto, it'll go even further than you expect.
I speak about my personal life very openly with my students because I want them to know that not only is it a safe place, but I'm one of many living examples of actors, because I am a working actor, who has turned some of the heartbreaks and traumas and mistakes and embarrassments and shame and guilt that I have in my life, and I've turned it into my art. So I'm no longer a victim of these traumas. I'm turning them into art, and I'm creating prosperity in my life, and I am earning a living and doing what I love to do because of those traumas, not in spite of those traumas. So we're turning it on its head, and that's really the fundamental core of the technique, that we're not just sitting in the bad stuff. We're turning that bad stuff into our art. I'm here to take the things the events that you've been through in your life, I'm here to take those events and turn them into your art. I don't know how to fix them in real life. I'm still trying to figure out how to fix my real life anyway, but I know how to put it in my acting, and that's all we teach, right? So you remind the students that we're doing it for the acting. This is for something you want to do. And remember, everybody's a volunteer. Nobody got forced to be in acting school. Everybody decided to be here. So there's going to be challenges, of course. The idea of result-oriented acting is probably the biggest trap. And we all fall into it. Probably every actor has to act it. And I'm talking about from our students here to me, to Denzel Washington and everybody in between. I think they're all actively working on getting out of unconscious need to hit a result. I know this is an angry scene, and if I could only yell in this way, if I could only be crying while I'm yelling, oh man, that would be so powerful. But what we find is, as much as you think that that's a really genius and original idea, it's predictable. So the natural step, I think the growth of an actor is they learn how to use their emotions. They can't help but indulge in it. But then you have to get them to the next phase, which is that we use the emotions as fuel to win something, to achieve something, to get something from our scene partner, or from whatever's happening in the movie. So the emotions end up becoming fuel, but it's not the end result. I think that's the biggest trap. Keep training and keep a really strong community of actors around you. Acting gets really hard, it gets dark and lonely, and you get dejected a lot. And what I've found is that having a community of actors to share my frustrations with and to share successes with has been the most important thing keeping me alive in this industry, because you don't have to do it alone. We're acting with people. There's filmmakers, writers. We're all working all together. So we can't do this alone, which means you don't have to suffer alone. But if you book something, it tells me that it's possible. because we grew up together, so we studied together. So I know you're not infinitely better than me. You're a great actor, but I'm also a good actor. So if it's possible for you, it's possible for me. So it takes the jealousy out of it and adds in it gives us all hope. And we need hope. Just like what we're doing, expressing, creating hope through our characters, we need to keep hope with each other. And I think keeping this community, I was talking to some of the students, I'm like, I hope you guys are actually friends and not just together now. You guys should be friends forever. As long as you're acting, because that becomes very challenging in a business where you're not always working. So if you have a community, it feels a little bit lighter.